you're looking like you're ready for the season. You are so ready for the season. And I don't think, Rece, because I do want people to understand this part of your job, I don't think people actually know how hard it is to construct what you guys do outdoors every week, to conduct that in a way that doesn't often come with breakdowns and criticisms. Can you explain to people how hard it is for that? Because that ain't easy to make it look easy.
No, I mean, they want the results. Don't tell me about the labor pain, show them the baby. But it takes probably upwards, Dan, of 100 people if you consider the guys who drive the trucks and build the sets and do all of the incredible things in terms of the electronics and the various microphones and IFBs for all of our different guests to make it work without interference, without cutting out. And occasionally you're going to have a snafu. But, all of those people working together, I've already had numerous meetings. I just before I called to talk to you, just spent probably 45 minutes with the producer. We're going through the rundown and tweaking. Would this be good here? How are we going to handle it? Because we don't script the show. There's no teleprompter. We keep notes. We have a rundown, an outline of what we're going to talk about. We have to prepare graphics. So I don't mean it's like willy-nilly, hey, let's just talk about this. We have to have support visually, but we're not sitting there reading off a teleprompter. There's not a single word that's, there's no teleprompter to script it into.
Wait, is that
so
still
it's spontaneous?
Reece,
in
that's still
many
true.
regards.
That's still true that you're not doing it with a prompter because
Fowler was doing it.
Fowler that was always the legend around Fowler. You guys are still doing this without a prompter?
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I mean, Fowler had to have a prompter because without one, he's lost. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking.
You almost blew my mind.
Let's edit that out to make it look like
I'm hoping since he lives there, he's listening. I can get a call in 3, 2. No. I mean, I think that Chris would tell you in his years on the show and the same thing. I've found that things in prompter limit conversation, and people are looking at that screen and wondering if they're supposed to talk or not. And instead, you can have it be more conversational. You can react to things you see without throwing everybody in the truck, haywire. And I think it's just a more natural way to go.
Like seasons and episodes and eras of Saturday Night Live, College GameDay, built by the Home Depot, returns for its 36th season. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to noon, ESPN simulcast on ESPNU. Rece, which is the best version? Which is the most epic version of College GameDay? Is it, you've been there since 2015. Is this the prime?
Meaning the show, I think it's the best job in television for me because I'm such a college football fanatic. If you mean the locale, I don't know that anything will ever top when we went to Washington State, Pullman, Washington, and people joke about going to the Palouse and how difficult it is to get there. But because of that crusade that they had with their school flag, Old Crimson, making every show for 15 years. And by the way, they've continued the streak since we went there in 2018. It was cathartic for those fans. And it was like they felt that there was a validation that came along with being the site for College GameDay. And that's humbling for us. And it's also something that, I think was meaningful for them. And we appreciate that it means so much to them. So I always say, that Cincinnati was great last year. The trips to James Madison have been unbelievable. But to me, I don't know that anything will ever top that Saturday morning in Pullman, Washington.
I think I asked the question poorly. I was asking what is considered the best version of College GameDay? What era?
Oh, well, I mean, come on, man.
Years.
Yes, right. I'm faux humble, and you guys bring out the worst in me. So, you guys are doing it better than it's ever been done, is what you're saying.
There's only two, Dan. There's Rece and Fowler.
Let's put it this way. That's the goal. And the standard has been set really, really high. I mean, Chris is an incredible television talent. And he set the bar really high. And I even think that when Kurt came in, that Craig James set the bar high for him. And LC has been, he has been the icon, from the very beginning, and the way he resonated with fans and still does, and has resonated with fans over the years, really gives you a high standard and a responsibility that you feel every week to make the show as good as it can be. In the off season every year, I always talk about keeping the show fresh and evolving it. It doesn't need broken down, and it doesn't need a rebuild or a remodel. It just needs to constantly stay fresh and find find new ways to do that. And hopefully we'll be able to do that starting Saturday morning.